And good afternoon, everybody, or good morning. I should say it's 10:30 on the East Coast here in New York. It's probably 9:30 where my brother is in Texas. To my would be my left is my brother Mark Damasi. Say hello. All right, today we're going to go back over what we did last night. We're going to recap yesterday's picks. I'm going to go over today what's coming up in the Major League Baseball. If you're new here, go to Damasi Sports on YouTube and Twitter. You've probably seen this on Facebook also. Go to our websites, DamassiSports.com, look for the packages and pick the one that fits you the best. So we're going to start with the recap yesterday. Mark, take it away.
Okay, let's go real quick. I want to show you what we done. We went 3-3 yesterday. Kind of some bad beats, but that's what happens. But let's. This is what the past week. What you see here, 32-17 for the week. We're number one on Kappa's Watchdog. We've been doing this for a little around 30 days now. That we went to the monitoring service to show everybody that we are monitored. Our picks are valid, and we just don't make up stuff. So we're in here. We're on the leaderboards pretty much everywhere for the month. So it's not bad. It's not bad. 64% did it say, Pat? 63.9, 60, yeah, around 64% was pretty damn good. Like we tell
Yeah,
everybody, 54%, your guy or you're winning. 64%, you're winning a lot. That's pretty good. So we're going to try to get this show done in 30 minutes or so. Yesterday we went almost an hour because we were talking about a lot of things. We know you guys games get up early. The picks will be up probably at 11 o'clock Eastern time on the site, themacysports.com. As you see down below, you can go purchase our daily plays for $25. We got our weekly for 75 and our monthly for 200. We might be changing some format on that tomorrow since some people, maybe 25 for them is too much. So we might just go and put the plays we have for like $10 each. Also, you have the option to go weekly and monthly. Weekly is probably your best choice if you're going to pay $10 for a pick. That's just what we're saying. And like we say, if you're not a gambler, you just want to enjoy watching the show, just watch the show. We don't promote. I mean, I can tell you, if you don't gamble, don't start. That's the best thing. Enjoy what we have to offer, and we hope you enjoy the show. So with that said, we want to go right now before we even start. Have Pat. I want to talk about the Giants and Cardinals. Great Orlando Cepeda. He died yesterday. He's one of the greats in baseball. As
yep.
you see it out there. 58 Rookie of the Year, 67 MVP. Uh, Anything else you want to say on him, Pat?
No, he just had, like I said, he had a long run from 58 to 74 in the major leagues. He played, played with some greats. Played with Willie Mays. Played with a lot of good Then he went into St. Louis, played with all those guys, won there. So he was a great player. I got the alert, because I was selling all these cards. I'm like, why are my Orlando Cepeda cards all going? And then it
Yeah.
woke to the news that another great has passed. It gets sad each time we lose these greats of a generation that people, you know, some people say these players couldn't have played in this era. I laugh when I hear that stuff because they would have adapted to the
Yeah,
transitional
to the
weightlifting.
speed and everything, they would definitely pick it up.
Yeah,
But
exactly. But
uh,
he's one of the best.
yeah, so we mourn another one. But let's
Yep.
get into what people want to see is the plays today in the MLB. The first game here we have Pat and his mustache Reds versus the Cardinals. As you see here, we got Spears versus Gray. You see the record 9-4, 1-1. Innings pitched for both. Gray's been a mainstay this year, and he's for the Cardinals. He's been a really good. He's always been good. He's a nibbler. If everybody knows what that, he nibbles. He nibbles. He likes to throw everything on the corners. And this year, it's working for him. As you see the records down there, 38, 44, 42, 39. The home record. Cardinals don't play it's a crapshoot wherever they play. But they're on a roll. They're 6-4 in the last 10. They got a winning streak. They won last night. Um, uh, Anything you want to say on this game, Pat? I know this is not one of our plays, but there's some bright stars, young stars on both sides in this game.
Yeah, and I'm not happy with one of them. So, but anyway, a lot of good players. You go up and down the lineup.
Yeah,
I'm a big Spencer Steer fan. I think he's going to be in that lineup for a long time. Uh,
yeah,
red hot,
underrated.
red hot. Jonathan India can't get him out. And Mason Wynn didn't play last night. He was back in the lineup today, so it was tough. It was too tough for me to pick. I couldn't choose.
Yeah, I was leaning towards the St. Louis, but then after we talked about it, we had other games we lined up on, and we just decided to pass. But it's good
Yeah.
to go. It's good to watch some of these young players.
All right, let's go to the next one.
And we'll go back. We missed the first one.
Okay.
Let's go back. Stop clicking. We got Washington traveling to Tampa Bay here. We got Irving versus Savali. Good matchup. Good matchup. I like this game, but we decided to go against it. I liked it. I was leaning towards Washington, but some things came up with that. We just decided not to do it. But this should be an interesting game. You got Tampa Bay with their typical guys, put you to sleep in the lineup. Washington's always fun to watch. They got a young team, and they're just fun to watch. Little slide lately, 3-7, but they're always in it. Yesterday, they just couldn't score, and Tampa Bay 7-3. We decided to pass on this one. Anything you want to say on this, Pat?
No, I was leaning towards Tampa, but it's a pick'em game and not the greatest of pitches right now between these both teams. So I didn't like it. Too many base runners for Savali. And that's what scared me, especially because Washington can, they got some guys who can run.
They're going to run.
Yeah.
They're going to run no matter how many times you throw them out. That's their philosophy.
So I didn't like it, so I passed.
Yeah. Next is Miami versus the Harperless Phillies.
Schwab is not playing either, right?
No, this is the one. We have this on our plays today, so we won't go into detail on it. So we're just going to say you can look at the screen real quick, the records, and basically that's all we're going to give on this game. It's at themacysports.com. You go over there and you can purchase our plays for the day for $25 or weekly or monthly. Of course, the weekly, monthly, you get better. It's better for your money. Basically, you're paying for $6.50 or 30 cents for a whole month. Vice versa. So just check it out on themacysports.com. And let's go to the next one. There we go. Yeah. Finally, we score some runs. And our pitcher's still bad. Stroman acted like a 5-year-old. He needed to be pulled out of the game and put on the bench if I was his coach in Little League. I mean, come on. You don't turn to double play, so you start cursing so your teammates could see you and stuff at him. Come on now. You're lucky your team hit and kept you in the game because you were pitching so bad. Come on now. Just grow up. We got Nestor, who's an innings machine for the Yankees. He's not the greatest, but he's consistent. He battles for the Yankees. Going against Bissett, which he's pretty good. The Yankees, as you see their record there, they won last night. They destroyed them. But you see both teams, 3-7, 3-7. Of course, I'm a Yankees fan, but I didn't like it to bet as one of our plays, so I passed it.
I couldn't tell you're a Yankee fan.
It's not my my Saturday attire. This I wear every Saturday.
No, the way you were complaining about. Come on.
Well, you gotta.
You're complaining about freaking Stroman's the only one that's winning. You're complaining about him. Listen, but anyway,
I don't like the attitude.
Bassett's going to come. Bassett's going to be a tough match today because he moves the ball in and out, changes speeds. It's not going to be an easy game for the Yankees, and Toronto's starting to hit after they got waxed by Boston. So they started playing the last couple of games in Boston better, and they're going to hit this. It's going to be a tough game because Cortez, I could hit him still, and I'm in my 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Pat won tickets. The
Yeah,
Cleveland versus Kansas City. This is another one that we have out there today. So we're just going to give a brief thing, but we're not going to tell you anything. There's the pitches.
yeah.
Was it Bibley versus Reagans? The records yesterday. The
Who do you got?
Royals.
Who you got going for the Guardians?
You know his name. You like him so
Tanner
much. But
Bybee versus
yeah,
Cole Reagans.
but we have this on our play. There's the record 7-3, 5-5. Kansas City's playing a little better. They have a 3-game win streak. They beat down Cleveland yesterday. But we have more on this game. So that's all we're going to say about this. And here we go. Exciting game again. The Angels came back. Our boy from Long Island. What's his name?
Logan O'Hop.
Hop hit a big
O'Hoppy.
three homer to win last night. Olsen goes for Detroit. He's got to be the worst luck pitcher. I think he holds the record right now for the least amount of runs in a support. I think he's 1-9. He's 2-8 with a 3.35. It's crazy. It's crazy how well he's pitching this year and not getting the sport. But the Angels are on fire, 7-3 the last 10 games. While Detroit, they're trying to find their hitting. I just see 5-game winning streak for the Angels, 3-game losing streak. This game, couple young guys that you like on both sides, but we didn't have a play on this which way we wanted to go.
If you're going to turn it on, you watch Riley Green.
Yeah. Riley Green is, Cole Keith for the Tigers, a young guy, but
he's going to be a stud.
Yep. All right. Next play is also out there, I believe, yes, it is, on our pick package. Texas travels to Baltimore. They're on a 5-game slide. The Orioles appear to have righted the ship. They've won 3 after losing 4 or 5 in a row. I think Rutzman will be back in the lineup today. He missed yesterday. It was no hitting yesterday. It was 2-1 game. It was no hitting. Scherzer, second game off the thing, he still looked unbelievable. The velocity is not up where it needs to be yet, but still, his curve slider is, man, you can't tell the difference. I guess having that almost a year off when he had it shut down last year might help the Rangers in the long run as they fight for that wild card spot. Anything you want to say on this, Pat, other than we have this as a play?
This is on a play. Go to Domestic Sports, scroll down the middle, pick your package. You get the daily, your weekly, and your monthly. So this is a game we decided that we got some, we agreed on a lot of things. So this is going to be one of our plays today.
All right. The Rockies versus Sox. Yeah. This is the World Series matchup we all knew and predicted at the beginning of the year.
Well, I actually like this guy. I like this guy, Cannon.
Except for last game.
Good.
Last game, I think he got roughed up a lot last game.
Well, when you're young, you got to find your way in the major leagues. You got to learn how to pitch. Can't just rear back and throw 100. Think these guys are not going to hit you.
What was the managers in the movie Major Leagues? We got 2 in a row. We win again. It's a thing called a streak. The White Sox have won 2 in a row, guys.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Colorado's struggling.
But Colorado hits. I mean, they hit. The lineup, they hit. They don't put 2 things together at once. I mean, as you can see, 27-54 and 23-61. Watch it if you want. We don't have any play on this one. All right. Here we go. As we told you yesterday, me and my brother were going back and forth. I like the Astros. He liked the Mets. So I dug deep into it, and we sat and waited. I went through it. I was looking at Blanco. Blanco was due to get hit. I don't care what the stats said. We watched him. I live out here in Houston. He was due to get hit. And the Mets are just, like I said, maybe the Yankee fans see what they did to my Yankees. I just felt he's right. We had the Mets getting 1.5. We didn't even need it yesterday.
You only took it because you didn't like it. I would have took the Mets outright. They're just better. I look up and down that lineup, but once you get past, once you get past Tucker, they can't hit.
Well,
Mauricio Dubon is your
how
big
did,
RBI guy. Come on.
how did the Mets win? Unexpectedly, the guy who you don't like came through when nobody expected it. Mr. McNeil.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
that's what he is on a team. He's not. Whatever he does offensively is a bonus. I mean, he's not. He's not. Listen,
but
if you had
he's always been a great hitter. Yeah, he
if you
always
could,
batted around 300. He's
so
always
you wouldn't pick up a starter for McNeil. Somebody called. I'd trade him in a heartbeat.
it all depends on who it is. I mean,
Got a little,
McNeil's unless they have a certified second baseman to take over that spot, which they really don't. They picked up Iglesias and he fills in everyone. But McNeil is a pesky kid.
you got a
You need,
lot of
he
kids
puts
in
the
the
bat
farm
on the
right now.
ball. Yeah,
Their farm system ready to
but
go.
nobody's gonna give you a top line pitcher for McNeil. You're gonna have to give away one of your young studs. And
Okay, long as you
I
got.
wouldn't. You would give away Alvarez. You would give away Vientos. No, sit and see where it goes. If somebody wants to give you for a draft pick, then you do it. But I wouldn't give up McNeil one on one. Nobody's going to take McNeil for a top flight pitcher without the Mets giving them something else. So, but
McNeil,
here we don't have a
McNeil,
play on this today. Even though we went back and forth, I was leaning towards the Mets, but Framer's on the mound. You don't know if he's on. He's dominant when he's not. So we didn't have a play on this one. And here we go. This is the matchup of the day. This is on our play. This is Skeens. You're watching something right now. Knock on wood that he doesn't blow his arm out. Phenomenal. He didn't have his great stuff last game. Still was able to get the win for Pittsburgh. Fried, amazing what he's doing. Both teams. The Braves took it yesterday. They beat up on. We had that Pat had that play. He liked it a lot, and I agree with him. It's a good game. You see, the Braves losing record at home. Pirates losing record at home. So this is going to be a toss-up game. Both, mediocre the last 10 games. We have a play on this, so that's all we're going to say about this. And we got San Diego versus Sox. You want to get to this, Pat?
Yeah, San Diego is they're gonna run game 2 back in Boston. San Diego is just red hot right now. I think they're 8-2 in the last 10, and they've beaten some good teams along the way, and they knocked off the Sox pretty hard yesterday. This game, it was tough for me and him to decide, but I mean, San Diego, you got to tell these guys where they are. They're just playing so good. Cronenworth is just on fire. Jerickson Profar, shout out to the Little League World Series. One of the guys who made the Little League World Series in the pros. How about Arias? Sorry, the way you say it. Guy's one of the best leadoff hitters. He just gets on base all the time.
Professional hitter. And the rookie there, Merrill, a bomb last night. He's gonna be good. We couldn't agree. I understand, and I despise the Sox, but I have a lot of respect for that youngster Houck on the mound. And they didn't play well yesterday, and I just think they're gonna play better. My brother likes San Diego. I say I like the Red Sox, but I did not dislike them in this game. So, like I said, we have 5 plays out there, so we decided this wasn't one of the top 5s that we liked. And here you go, the Cubbies.
Yeah, the Cubbies back again in Milwaukee. Milwaukee got down early and came back, and great pitching. Shut him down all the way through. Colin Ray, he was awesome, and got some timely hitting, and great game by them. I think 7-3 in the last 10 games, 5 in a row. We differed on some things, so we skipped this game too, and it wasn't a game that neither one of us liked. Cubs are up and down with their lineup, inconsistent with the hitting. Brewers, they're going to score. The matchups are tough. Justin Steele could be really good some days bad. So I don't like this. What did you think?
it was up in the air. I really like Steele. He's coming back from injury, and I sooner or later um, Milwaukee's going to lose. And the Cubs had plenty of opportunities. Yeah, repitched well, but not well. He got out of jams. Put it this way: he got out of jams. He got the double plays when he needed. The Cubs are better than their record. Um, it just
Yeah,
what I like is Milwaukee has a mixture of veterans. Hopkins with a big hit. It was a Cheerio, big hit homer last night. They're good. I mean, the Braves are probably kicking themselves in the butt right now that they wish they had Contreras behind that plate because
yeah.
he's something to watch. He just came back from injury too, and Milwaukee still got some guys who haven't been called up yet that are out there. But this is a good team. They're solid. They're like that. They remind me of the Spurs back in the heyday. They're boring to watch, but they win. They win and they're boring, but they're
And
boring.
Jackson Churios is the youngest to hit a grand slam.
That was a big shot last night.
Yep,
Big
youngest
shot.
player ever to hit a grand slam.
Yep.
So
So, but
keep,
we couldn't agree on this, so
I
we
didn't like it.
passed on it. Yeah. A few more games to go, guys. Be patient. The Twins versus the Mariners here. All right, this is a game that both teams, uh, they're just solid teams. Both have winning records. Surprisingly, Seattle doesn't play well at home. Uh, Bryce Miller, too inconsistent for me this year. Great stuff, but the wall. I mean, you just don't understand. I know he's coming back, but
But he's
but
better. He's better at home than he is on the road. So that helps people.
yeah, but it's like 4 and 6, 5. It's a crapshoot. When we keep saying this, when will Rodriguez wake up and break out of his funk all year long? But the two Rayleigh and Riley, the two R brothers out there in Seattle, they keep getting timely hits. That's how they've been winning. I mean,
Yeah,
timely hits. And Crawford's starting to swing the bat like we know he can. But we didn't really know what to do with this. I mean, Lopez is hit or miss, hit or miss. He could be great, like he was in his last out, or he could be terrible. But
yep.
we have better plays out there, so we decided we didn't even have a pick on that one. And here we go. This was a great game last night. Um, we bit the bullet on this one. I never seen Freddie Freeman make an easy error like he did. And what happened? Matt Chapman steps up and hits a 2-run homer in the sixth to take the lead. The LA fights back to ties it, and then they give up a walk-off 2-run homer to uh, Wisely, who's going to be a really good second baseman for them. I just they they walked. They intentionally walked to Tiny, I think once or twice. I mean, they're not. We're going to let him beat them. And like I said, Freeman, he'll probably have a big game today because that game was on him. He knows it. He knows it. He grounded into double play when they had a first and second no out. He just didn't have a good game. We were leaning towards LA, and then we decided, we didn't feel comfortable to give it out, but we're going to still watch this game, and who knows what we will do personally later on in the night. But we didn't want to give it to you if we're not comfortable with it right now. And here we go. This is the last game of the day. This is. I mean, you can say what you want about the A's that they're only 30 and 54. They're 100 times better than they were last year, guys. They play close games. They've lost. They get blown out some games. There are some young studs on this team that just don't know how to win. That's all we have to say. They don't know how to win. This Hogan Harris, this rookie is for real. Every game this year, he's good. Arizona, their lineup, you look at it, you're like scratching your head and this and that. Carroll not hitting well. Walker, Suarez, hit or miss guy. It's like, But anytime you got a pitcher in Gallion who just came off the injury list, he's starting today. He's good. He's good. But this is one of our plays today. It's a tough one. we have more information that we liked, that me and Pat went back and forth, and then we decided um, on. But this is one of our plays today. Uh, so that's all we're going to say. So basically, our plays today that we're giving out uh, is we have the Marlins versus the Phillies game, Cleveland Kansas City game, the A's Arizona, Pittsburgh Atlanta, and Texas Baltimore. Those are the 5 plays we have up on our site for plays. So Pat, you want to bring up the site so they can see how they could purchase the plays if they're interested?
Yeah, I gotta just let me give me a second here.
And stay tuned because we got his Patty's props.
Yeah. So, folks, if you're on DamassiSports.com, scroll down to the bottom, it says memberships, and you can just go to the bronze, silver, or gold. Just click on purchase each one, pick your package, get aboard. Make sure you create your free account and then grab your package, and that's how you get the picks emailed to you once you start.
Yeah. Well, once you become a member, you click on that member, the private area, and the picks will be in the private area.
Yeah.
Usually that takes a day, but we'll email you the first day. So with that said, we're going to go to here to the Pat's props. He was on fire. He lost yesterday's. He got one of the members who watched the show named him Patty the Prince of Props.
Yeah.
So take it from here. This is your expertise here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go back. I'm looking. I looked at a lot of games today, and I took Ellie De La Cruz. I don't know. He just did. Yes, I watched his bats, struck out a couple times, but he didn't get the bat on the ball, and he didn't get it for me. So my streak is ended. So we're gonna start a new streak, and we're gonna go back to. I'm gonna go to Philly this time, and I'm gonna take Brandon Marsh for a hit today. So all he has to do is it's 2-1 odds. So remember, bet smart, but bet with your head. Brandon Marsh of the Phillies to get a hit at -205. That's my prop play of the day. Enjoy. Hope you if you win, if you follow along and you play. And tomorrow I'll have another one.
Yeah, it was good. 6 in a row before yesterday, so that's good. All right. So that's the baseball wrap up we have for today. We do have a few things we want to go before we get out of here. Real quick, if you guys watch the NFL draft, I don't know why somebody keeps clicking my thing. The NHL draft right there. For you guys to follow hockey, we got the top 5 guys that were drafted last night. Let Pat take it because he's the hockey SME.
Yeah, Macklin Celebrini center goes to the Sharks. Everybody knew that he was going to be the number 1 pick. Artem Lashunov for the Blackhawks. He's going to help them. Big defenseman, and he's like I don't know if anybody likes hockey. Back in the days when the Blackhawks were winning those cups with Kane and Taves, he's going to be the Duncan Keith of that team. Have anybody watched the draft at all? Beckett Seneca? He was like, he said a bad word. Oh boy, he got drafted. He goes, "What the blanket out?" He wasn't expected to be third. He looked at his father and says, "What the hell was that?" So, Caden Lindstrom, Blue Jackets, going to be good. He's years away though. He's young, and they want to expect him to be in that lineup within a couple of years. And then Montreal, what's the singer? She announced him. Celine Dion, because she's French. Ivan Demidov. He's a good one. He's going to be a good defenseman. So that's the top 5. We ran off a couple notables. I wanted to put because of local. The 6th pick. Looking at it here. Hold on a second. You remember Jerome McGinley?
Yeah.
His kid went 6 to the Utah Hockey Club, which is formerly of Arizona, Arizona team. Local Devils, Anton Silyev, Defenseman 6'7", looking for another guy on the Islanders and Bruins. What's the big guy? My mind's slipping too.
For who?
Zdeno Chara, another guy 6'7" on skates. He's gonna be a big boy. He was selected by the Devils. Cole Eiserman, anything about him? Left wing for the Islanders, under 18, USA team, 49 goals, 27 assists, 76 points in only 49 games
Oh,
as
that's
under
good.
18. So
That's good.
He's a couple years away. And my Rangers, EJ Emery, defenseman, he's on the same team with him. So they're young, so we don't know what we're going to get from those two. So they're a couple years away. But Emery's a defensive defenseman. He's a Ken Danico type. That's what they need because the Rangers, hopefully they move Trouba and have a couple of kids coming up. And that's it. That was the NHL. Nothing great. No, it's not the greatest draft. It's not, Bedard, McDavid,
Yeah.
he is, Matthews. But Macklin Celebrini is going to be a real good one.
All righty. Let's end this here with the trades. The Hawks dealing Murray to the Pelicans. We'll see if that helps either team. I guess it's money-wise why the Atlanta dealt him. Chris Paul wants out over there in Golden State, so we'll see what happens. But the big one, your team took from my team, which I think put the Knicks right up there with the elite next year for the to play for the title. Is Bridges.
Got another defensive forward to go with Anunoby. You're gonna have a tough time scoring 100 points. Nights during the regular season, who cares? But defensively, they're gonna be tough.
Here's the question: you think the Nets will win 25 games next year? I wonder what Vegas got that out under over on the Nets wins because they got nobody.
Yeah, check that on DraftKings.
It makes my stomach, to throw up. This has been painful watching this team just decline. It's not even fun to watch anymore.
Yeah, but you got a lot of picks, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of young kids in the next couple of years.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Again, if you didn't, you just joined us. We have 5 plays out there today in the MLB that we just put up. You check at themacysports.com, see what we have to offer. We stream this Monday through Thursday. We're usually on at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we come on early. Yesterday we came on 1 or 2. I forgot what it was. So you can catch us on YouTube and Twitter at the Macy Sports, or you can go to our website and we're live there too at themacysports.com. With that said, Pat, that's all I have today. We'll probably be back later tonight with a short recap. But that's all I have, Pat. So if you have anything else, let it go. If not, have a good Saturday. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.